everyone, welcome back to another episode of Nostalgic Videos. And if you've heard that song, and if you know that movie like I do, if you don't know the song, maybe this will help. Hold on just 1 minute. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Ah, who cares? It's Mortal Kombat! Do 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 do. Fight! Do 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 do. Mortal Kombat! Oh, by the way, what do you guys think of the shave and the haircut? I look pretty spiffy, don't I? I don't look like a wolfman anymore. For all those who call me those names, I still love you. I don't care. So yes, I'm here to talk about one of my favorite childhood movies, Mortal Kombat. Now that movie came out in like the year 1980s or 1990s, and it's cheesy, it's dumb, but you know what? We got two. This is honestly the only movie I think that even sticks close to its video game material. What do I mean by that? All the characters in the movie, almost, or it focuses on the main characters of the games, it sticks to the original story of the games, has the same villains from the games, and it takes place in the same place as the games. Yes, even though Mortal Kombat is cheesy, lousy, with a lot of dumb lines that make you want to go, yeah, 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 it's not a great movie, but it's fun. It is a fun time. So, for those who don't know, allow me to let you know, Mortal Kombat is a game series about the humans fighting these people from Outworld, and there's this guy named the Emperor, and there's elder gods and stuff like that, and the fate of the world is determined in Mortal Kombat, which honestly, if they just had Deadpool in there, it would have been one, because Deadpool can't die. Ride limousine. Meet the Cure. Okay, really, but not the Cure, but something that cures swelling and itch. Hi, guys! Oh, by the way, I would like to say a special thanks to Bethany, and Donald. Bethany and Donald, as they are going to have a baby! Yes, my friends from MacU who have already graduated, I think, are gonna have a baby! They've been married for maybe almost a year, and they're gonna have a baby! Congratulations! This video is for you two. I hope you enjoy it. So yes, Mortal Kombat is about these characters: Lord Raiden, Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Kitana, Scorpion, Reptile, Sub-Zero, Shang Tsung, Emperor, the Emperor, Melina, Goro, Shintaro, other words that I can't remember. There's so many characters in the Mortal Kombat universe. This movie does have a certain plot like the games does. It borrows from the games. Humans must set on a boat, go to Mortal Kombat, fight, and win. And that's pretty much it. That's all it pretty much was with the games. You fought, and you won. That's it. But now, they actually, in later years, like in the Mortal Kombat 9 game, they actually, hold on, actually, in Mortal Kombat 9, they actually gave the story a lot more detail. See, it's like old 3D. Annoying yet? It's like old, yeah, but, in the new game, there's a reason for their fighting. There's a reason for everything. And the way how they fight, it's not out of order. But in the movie, it's very out of order, except for one time. When Mortal Kombat actually begins, Shang Tsung is like, you will be first, let Mortal Kombat begin. But after that, there's no reasons for the fighting. Like, we have no idea, why is this person fighting next? They show no scenes of, like, Shang Tsung going, you and you fight next. And then, like, there's fights, like, with Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. There's no explanation on why Johnny Cage is going to the woods and why Scorpion goes after him. Now you could say, well, maybe he's sneaking off to somewhere he shouldn't be, and maybe that's why Scorpion finds him. That could actually be good. There's a lot of assumptions you can make in this film, like when they go and spy on Shang Tsung, and you meet, and you see Kano, and you see Goro. Shang Tsung sends warriors after them because they were in a place that they shouldn't have been, and they were spying. So that's reasonable. But now, like, when the tournament begins, after the first fight with Liu Kang and Sonya Blade,
when Liu Kang fights some random dude, and they have to show off. They show off Shang Tsung's power, and that's pretty much it. This movie shows a lot of their powers, but it doesn't explain where they came from. Like, Raiden, you only get the explanation he's the god of thunder, so that's of course how he can do his tricks. Shang Tsung, he's a sorcerer, that's how he can suck your soul out of his body. Sub-Zero, they never explain how he can do it. If you know Mortal Kombat lore, oh, you know how he can do it, and you know why he can do it. Scorpion, once again, you have to know the lore. Now, they do say that Scorpion is a slave to Shang Tsung's power, and that's true, he is, because he died in a fight against Sub-Zero. Even though there's a bunch of different times that it has been Scorpion kills him, but in the actual thing, Sub-Zero killed Scorpion and he was brought back to life. So in order to avenge his clan, he must kill Sub-Zero. They just say that Scorpion is a slave. Sub-Zero is not. Sub-Zero just works for Shang Tsung. There's two Sub-Zeros, by the way. There's a good one and there's a bad one. And the bad one, of course, is working for Shang Tsung, but he is apparently under Shang Tsung's mind control, which he never was, but I can let it slide. We get a glimpse of Sub-Zero's powers, actually quite a few times. The first time is when they first meet Shang Tsung, and Scorpion and Sub-Zero show up, and they look awesome. Sonya Blade points a gun at Sub-Zero, and she's like, move aside, and he just touches her gun and breaks it because he froze it. And then Scorpion does this pose, and then a blade comes out of his hand. Yeah. It's weird. I prefer in the new Mortal Kombat games, like where it's like a thing under his hand, and he just goes, get over here, instead of whoosh. But we get a glimpse of their powers and what all they can do. Now, like I said, the fights in this movie are random, and that's one of the things that kills this movie. A lot of the fights are random and make no absolute sense. Like, why does Liu Kang go to this certain place to fight Katana? Why does Liu Kang go to fight Sub-Zero? Why, once again, does Johnny Cage fight Scorpion? They never really explain why, but these are pretty okay fights. Like I said, we get Sub-Zero's powers shown, and Scorpion actually does his fatality. Scorpion and Shang Tsung are the only two in this movie who show off their fatalities. Now, if you guys don't know, a fatality is the final move that you do to kill someone, basically. When you win the fight, you can either just let them die, or you can do something more intensely brutal and make it even better. They show Shang Tsung's, which is where he sucks the soul out of your body, and then they show Scorpion's, where he takes his mask off, and it's a skull, and it breathes fire. And Johnny Cage does kill Scorpion by chopping his arm, chopping his stomach, and then chopping his head in half, and then he explodes. Sub-Zero dies by Liu Kang throwing a bucket of water into his ice blast that kills him because Katana, when they were fighting, said, "To win your next match, use the element which brings life." And Liu Kang's all confused. He's like, wait, what? Water! That's what the hot girl meant! I gotta use water! So, and then, like, we get an introduction to Goro, and they build up Goro, kind of. They mention Kung Lao once. Now, Kung Lao is Liu Kang's ancestor, but in other versions of the story, Liu Kang and Kung Lao are rivals, but in this one they went with where Liu Kang is his ancestor. And Goro killed Kung Lao. Goro killed Kung Lao. And so Shang Tsung's like, I've come to warn you that his descent is here, blah, 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 blah. I will not fail. I will not die. And they do all these characters justice, except a few. Liu Kang, they do fine, I guess. He has a story. The movie's mostly about Liu Kang getting revenge against Shang Tsung for the death of his brother. Sonya Blade, they have her character down right. She wants to kill Kano. She does not like asking for help. She's prideful. That's pretty much it. Johnny Cage, they got his character traits right, too. He's a movie star. All his stunts are real. No one believes it, so he goes to the tournament to prove that his moves are real and that he's not fake. Yeah, that's the whole cast. And Raiden's, you know, like, you must first conquer your fears if you are to guide them. Basically guides them along and everything, and Goro is done good-ish. Goro apparently has powers, and they never show it in this film, which I guess budgets or something, but you know, this is just, you know, you don't have to do everything right by this, because this is just a cheesy film. The movie sucks, but it's so bad that it sucks. It's not like Batman and Robin. That movie just sucks. But we get a fight between Johnny Cage and Goro, and it's so funny. Johnny Cage is like, look, I'll fight Goro, I'll take him out, because he loves Sonya Blade. Oh, and that's something else. There is a love between Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, and they touch up on it, and they even kind of build it up, but because them two are the way they are, you don't really see it. You just see as Sonya Blade thinks he's an irritation, whereas Johnny Cage is like, yeah, she's hot. I'm gonna hit on her and get with her. And at the end of the movie, I guess you could say he does. Now, in Mortal Kombat 10, the new game, they actually have a daughter. Cassie Cage. That's the daughter of Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. So, yeah, they got together. Reptile was in this movie, and he's more like a minion than anything else. Of course, that's what he's always been, I guess. But like, he doesn't even appear in human form until later in the end, when they go into Outworld and Johnny Cage kills Goro by spewing a dumb one-liner and kicking him off a cliff. He goes into Outworld, and him and Liu Kang have been kind of having fights a little bit. Reptile spewed acid in his face, then he threw Reptile into the stone thing, and then it turned him into his human form. And that is honestly one of my favorite fights, because the music is so awesome. The music in this film is awesome. It's actually a pretty epic soundtrack. Try and pick it up. I strongly suggest pick it up. It's pretty cool. Then the final fight is Shang Tsung picks up Sonya Blade because apparently he thinks that if he fights a woman, it'll win Mortal Kombat easier. And I don't know, maybe he has girl issues. I don't know. So then he's got her tied up in less clothing, which a lot of guys wouldn't complain, but there's no reason why he puts her in that. A lot of people speculate it's a suit that'll hurt her a lot more when he hits her, but we never get a fight because she's like, go to heck. Or, I'm not fighting you, Shang Tsung, because I know you'll kill me. So, Shang Tsung basically tries to win the tournament the lazy way by like, I'll pick a fighter that can't beat me, make her surrender, and the world will be ours. And then Katana comes in and says basically, you know, you can't win by treachery. So he's like, I will fight Johnny Cage. Liu Kang's like, no, you will fight me because I'm Asian. And like we get like a whole fight and like how Shang Tsung uses his powers to raise people from the dead, and Liu Kang beats all of them. And then they do one of Shang Tsung's other fatalities called the Bed of Nails, but it's more like, I don't know, maybe it's just an arena thing, like a stage fatality, which is also in this game and all the other games. Pick it up, and the original games. But, so like the movie ends like with Liu Kang using his power, which he doesn't know how he did. Liu Kang's moves are only basically this. Only moves from the games, the bicycle kick, and the fireball attack. That's it. And so he hits Shang Tsung, he falls on a nail, his brother's spirit comes out of his body, and then they're like, we will be together again one day, go in peace, blah, 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 blah. They go back to the Temple of the Order of Light, which is Liu Kang's home, and then basically, look, Lord Raiden's like, you guys are so awesome. And then the Emperor's like, bow to me. I'm pretty sure this is where Christian Bale found out how to do Batman's voice. Where are they? Bow to me. You weak, pathetic fools. I've come for your souls. But Christian Bale was like, that's how Batman should sound. So then like the movie ends like with Lord Raiden going, I don't think so. Strike a pose. It's like in Wolverine vs. Deadpool. Whatever you say, Ponytail. I'm never to turn down a little murder. Strike a pose. And then the movie ends, and then we got a crappy sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Oh, good gosh. But guys, this movie is not anything special. This movie is, I mean, it's special, but it's not anything like, you know, you'll remember unless you did like what I did and watched it over and 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 over. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who've left this video by now. And over and over and over. I got obsessed with Mortal Kombat so much, my mom had to tell my babysitter, don't let him watch Mortal Kombat anymore. Yeah. But guys, comment in the comments below, what did you think of Mortal Kombat? Oh, and by the way, Donald and Bethany, congratulations on becoming a mommy and daddy. Once again, guys, ride limousine. Meet the cure. Okay, maybe not the cure, but something that reduces swelling and itch. Hi, guys.